Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So as a part of this video, I'm going to talk about method overriding in Java, and this video is going to be my 26th video on my playlist Java tutorials. As a part of this video, I'm going to make sure that you guys are understanding method overriding first in the practical way, and then in system we will execute the program and make you understand what exactly is method overriding. And to understand this topic, I would request you guys to directly do not jump into this video until and unless you have a knowledge of methods and also inheritance. Make sure that you guys have knowledge of all the types of inheritance that I have already uploaded, and all the links are there in the link description. Please check it out. Understanding method overriding will be difficult in case you don't have a knowledge of methods and inheritance. If you have those two knowledge, then please continue watching this video. In case not, I would request you to go and watch those videos and then please come to this video. Now let's get started to talk about what exactly is method overriding. So method overriding says that developing a method in the subclass as in the superclass, but variation in the implementation, or your implementation can vary. That means what you will do here is you will try to develop a method in the subclass. That method name will be same as that will be of the superclass, but the implementation of both the methods will vary, and both the methods that you will create in the subclass also and in the superclass, both the methods will be having the same name and signature. That means if your superclass method name is ABC, your subclass method has to be ABC only, and same signature. That is, if your superclass method have no argument in it, the same no argument you need to pass it even to your subclass method. As the definitions say that you need to create subclass and a superclass. That is, let's say your subclass is class ABC and this is your one class, and let's say you have one more class which is subclass, which is nothing but ABCD. And now as the definition says that developing a method in the subclass with same name and signature as in the superclass. So in this particular subclass, in your subclass you are creating a method. Let's say the name of the method is MKT, and now as the definition says that developing a method in the subclass as in the superclass. That means now you are having a superclass which has a method called as MKT. Now you are trying to create the same method as in the superclass. That is, you have developed two methods here, one in the superclass and one in the subclass. In your superclass method, you can see that the return type is void, and here also the return type is void, and the name of the method is MKT. In your subclass method also name of the method is MKT, and you can see that the parameters are also no null parameters in your superclass, and there is no parameters even in the subclass. So this is what about method overriding. You are developing a method in the subclass with same name and signature as in the superclass, but with different in the implementation. That is, implementation can vary. That means in this method whatever you want to do can vary from in this method whatever you want to do. Let's say that in this method I want to print system.out.println. I want to print maybe superclass, maybe super, that's all. And in this method I want to print maybe system.out.println sub, which says that my subclass implementation is different from my superclass implementation. You guys also need to understand that to achieve method overriding is a relationship is necessary. If you remember this video, I said you guys that to have a relationship, that is to have the inheritance topic or inheritance concept in your different classes, you need to use a keyword which is called as extends. So if you have already seen my inheritance video, you guys know why I'm writing extends. In case you're not understanding today, please, I would request you guys to please watch inheritance video and then please come to this video, because extends is a keyword which says that I'm trying to inherit the properties of my whichever class you will type. Now I'm trying to extend the properties from my superclass. My subclass is there, it is inheriting that. This extend keyword means it is inheriting the properties of my superclass, which is ABC. The rules of method overriding says that there should, if multiple classes are there, is a relationship is important, and you know that is a relationship is nothing but inheritance is necessary. And the second rules of my method overriding says that you can only use non-static method. If you see here, I have used non-static methods. These two methods, if you see clearly, both are void mkt and void mkt. These are non-static methods, but these are only non-static methods. And now what you will do is you will create a class which will have your main method. Let's say the name of the class is Manish. And now this is your main class which will have your main method, that is public static void main. You guys already know how to write it, that's the reason I'm just writing public static void main. And now this is your main method. In this main method, you will try to create an object for this particular class which is ABCD. If you try to create an object for this particular class, you can access this particular method which is mkt. But as you know that your method name, that is this mkt and this mkt, both are same, and since your this class is inheriting the properties of a super class, and since the method is same, even though when you create an object for this particular class and try to call this method, only subclass implementation will be executed but not the superclass implementation, because your this method will override your this method. That means your subclass method will override your superclass method, and this is all about method overriding. I'm trying to create an object for this particular class using ABCD. A1 equals to new ABCD, and now with its reference variable I'm trying to call this mkt, that is mkt. If I run this program, you would see that I will get output as only sub, because this is my superclass now and this is my subclass now, and both are having the same method. The method has both a non-static method, both signature and name of the method are same, but both have different implementation. That is, this method is trying to do something else and this method is trying to do something else. Now you have a main class with the main method. Here you have created an object for this subclass because you want to access the method, right? And now even though you are accessing this particular method, you will get only this particular implementation, that is sub. You will not get the implementation of your super. Even though this class inherits the properties of your superclass, you will not get the implementation of this particular method, because your subclass is overriding this method is overriding this particular method, and this concept is all about your method overriding. In case you have not understood still, now let's go to the system and execute this program, and now there I will make you understand what exactly is method overriding. I believe you guys have understood it now. In case not, let's execute a program and make you guys understand what exactly is method overriding. Now to understand method overriding, let's create a class and give the class name as anything that you would love. I'm giving my class name as riding with public static void main as a main method. Now since you have already understood that in your method overriding you create a class that is your super class and you give the name as anything. Let's say my class name is mkt, and then this is a class template, and then you create a super class method in it. Let's say my name of my method is void stmkt, that is software testing mkt. So this is my method. Now as you know that this is my super class now, and now you need a subclass. And now to do that, I will just write a class which is like mkt1. And as you know that in method overriding, your method should be same name and signature. So these two methods, if you see void stmkt in your super class, this also has the same signature and same name as the method which is in the subclass. Now implementation of it can be different, that is whatever you do inside the method can vary. So let's say that in my super class method I want to print system.out.println. I want to print maybe super class, and in my subclass method maybe I want to print subclass. So instead of super, I will print subclass. But you know that in your method writing, your subclass should inherit the properties of its superclass, and for that sake you will write a keyword called as extends your class superior, that is extends mkt. Now in your method overriding concept there is a class which has the main method in it. Now what you will do here, you will try to create an object for this particular class. Now if you try to create an object for this particular class, in general if you try to create an object for your subclass, you can access both superclass method and also subclass method. But in the case of method overriding, since your subclass has inherit the properties of your superclass, even though while creating an object for mkt1 you will be able to, and since the both method has the same name, only subclass implementation will be executed but not the superclass implementation. That means once you have created an object for this mkt1, you will try to access this method, right? That is stmkt. Now you know that this method has in the subclass also and in the superclass also. In that case, your subclass implementation will be executed. That is this subclass implementation. That is your subclass. That is this system.out.println subclass will be printed, but not your superclass implementation because it is overriding. Your this method is overriding your this particular method. So this is all about your method overriding. And now in your main method, you're trying to create an object for your subclass, that is mkt1a equals to new mkt1. And after that, with this reference variable, you will try to access the method which is stmkt. You're trying to access this method. If you execute that, you would see that only subclass implementation is getting printed. That is, you would see that only subclass is getting printed, but this will not be printed because of the same name method, that is st by stmkt in the both superclass and subclass. Your superclass implementation will be overridden. If you run this, you could see that only subclass is getting printed and your superclass is not at all getting printed because your this method has overriding now your superclass method. So this is all about your method overriding. I hope this was useful. Guys, in case you want the program that I've written here and you want to execute in your own system, you can let me know in the comment section with your mail ID and I will be forwarding this whole program directly to your mail ID so that you can run the same in your system and execute it. That's all from this video, guys. I hope this video was useful. In case yes, please give a big thumbs up to this video. Subscribe to my channel Software Testing by MKT and please share this video with your needy friends. In case you have any kind of doubt, you can put out all your doubt in the comment section. In case you want to reach to me out, I have added my Quora account, Twitter account, Gmail account, all my social media account in the link description. You can also have a look at that. That's all from this video, guys. See you in the next video. Thank you.